For many parents and families, being invited to the table has not always meant being listened to at that table. Sometimes voice has meant you can speak as long as it fits the agenda. You can contribute as long as you don't challenge. You can participate, but the decisions may already feel made. The systems are experienced emotionally before they are understood intellectually. Families remember how they were spoken to, whether they felt believed, whether someone slowed down enough to really hear them, whether dignity stayed in the room when risk entered. And professionals remember things too. The pressure, the fear of getting it wrong, the weight of responsibility, the impossible balance between empathy, accountability, safeguarding, bureaucracy, and time. What changes for children when the adults around them move from a place of opposition to relationship? Because relationship is not a soft skill. It is the work. Every conference, every home visit, every call group, every assessment, every conversation. People rarely remember the exact wording of a policy, but they do remember how power felt in a room.
Even at the point that my children were removed, I was making disclosures, but for what happened to my children and what I failed to as a parent. But I couldn't deep delve to make those changes without being able to think with someone outside of our labels, outside of what paperwork may have said. Because outside of articulate and bubbly and sociable and popular in school, what was also written throughout the 4 local authorities was manipulative, controlling, aggressive, volatile, impulsive, unstable. And so all of these labels, I think, impacted the way I was seen and how I was dealt with. But when we looked at information to understand and problem solve, that meant the 5 years was worth its weight, because I went on to parent 2 children who are in my care now. And actually now I'm sitting talking to professionals like you in different remits, or working with parents who are also navigating to think with them. Had I not had experiences of professionals who were willing to say, forget the label for a second. What's the behaviour? What's the communication? What's the solution? Nothing could have changed, and I would be sat here in front of you now telling you a story that appears to be successful, but actually it's been a trial. And actually what trajectory would have said was, as I should be in prison or buried or sectioned long term with no children in my care. And so whilst I am a huge advocate for therapeutic interventions, mentalization-based treatments, particularly long-term, were profound. But even that work couldn't have taken place without connecting with the people on my journey who were not just accountable for my child, but actually were passionate about opening up the floor and seeing if a parent can beat trajectory. Most of us are looking for is firstly an opportunity to do it, but a safety net around us, because ultimately you're asking parents to rip away everything they knew, their trauma, their reasons for their trauma, their reasons for their behaviors, their identity changes when they start to question why this isn't working, why this isn't safe, or why these people can't be around, and maybe why they weren't protected themselves as children. You're asking them to do something painful and ultimately brain altering that you cannot see entirely possible without connection with the people in their world. And you all have a role, whether you're frontline or right at the top, you will play a crucial role in what that looks like for families.
A child that goes into care should be loved and looked after enough that their own children do not get removed. And then to go into a third generation is terrible. Even that looked after child, I think, is wrong. I didn't need looking after, I needed loving. It was lonely nights, it was fear, it was feeling worthless, feeling useless, feeling abandoned. And then that was reinforced by professionals that I dealt with, you know, that saw the bad behaviour, saw the anger, saw the violence, not what is going on with Ethan. Can someone just give him a hug? We get lost in it, don't we? Like the cases, the numbers. I become a number. What I actually am is a baby, a little child that is desperate to be cared for, and yet no one wants to. Now, is it love or judgment that we give each other? Sometimes we need help to get to the right place. I've been given a lot of help in the last 4 years. And because of that, my daughter has a present dad, a loving dad, a safe place to come, a warm home, you know? And that's directly because people stepped into my life. And so it's that. You don't know the love that you're giving today grows into these beautiful things that now shelter my child. So even if you don't hear it from people, you are doing it. Know that you're making an impact. Be brave and stand up. Because all throughout our history, change has only come about because people were prepared to stand up against what was normal and say, I don't think this is right. You are those people. You've turned up here today. You've made the effort. Stand up. And there's a lot of fear in that. Sometimes I think, oh, I don't want to rock the boat there because they ain't going to like it, or it's going to professionally affect me this way. Everything stays the same then. Eventually someone has to stand. Eventually someone has to say, the best place for children most of the time is with a healed family.